Hey guys, so today I'm starting with priming my eyelids with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Fair. And then once I blend that on my eyelids with a beauty blender, I'm going ahead taking my RCMA No Color Powder to make sure it doesn't crease. Then I'm going in with Silk Cream and MFEO. These are both very neutral browns, and I'm just putting that in my crease with my Morphe M502 brush. This is the biggest fluffiest brush I have because this is going to be the highest color because it's so natural looking. With that same brush, I'm also taking Creamsicle. This is like a burnt orange color. It's really pretty and perfect for like a fall or warm makeup look. And then I'm taking a butter with my Morphe M441 brush. I'm not going to go as high up on that crease as I did with the other two colors because it's a little darker, but I'm still following that same path I created with the other two where I'm kind of winging it out at the ends. And then I'm taking ROXANNE with that same brush, and this is kind of like a burnt red brickish color. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but again, I'm not going too high up with this one because it's like a burnt red, so I want to be careful with it. And I'm following the same path as I did before. Next, I'm taking my Morphe M4 Free brush, which is a little more precise, a little bit more flat, but still fluffy, and I'm taking an even more red color. I'm just following the same path I did with those other colors. I'm just kind of adding on with darker and darker reds at this point. So next I'm taking Jax, which is like a deep red with some brown undertones in it, and I'm taking a very precise Morphe brush, which is the Morphe M506 brush. It's very precise, very small, rounded, fluffy brush, so I can get right into that crease and not go too much above it. Next, I'm taking Mocha with that same brush because it's also kind of a deep brown, some reds in it. It's kind of like a neutral brown in my opinion though. And then once I have that placed over that same path I've been doing with all those other colors, I'm going back with brushes I've already used before and just blending that out. I'm going to get like a smoky look with these eyeshadows. Then I'm taking my MAC Studio Fix powder foundation, and this is in the color N-Free, but it can be any color you guys have, or it can be just like a neutral shadow, and I'm putting it from my inner corner to my basically my entire lid, except I'm not going into that crease. I'm trying to keep that crease color intact, so as you can see I'm going back and blending it to make sure that neutral powder didn't get in the way. And then once I think that looks good, I'm going in with my eyeliner. So I went into pretty good detail, I think, in my last video of how I do this eyeliner. But I'm taking that Maybelline gel liner, and I'm making a line from my outer corner of my eye to where my eyebrow ends, not going too much above the crease, however, with that wing. And then I start connecting it to that upper lash line. From there, I'll work on the middle of that upper lash line, filling it in with liner, and then I'll connect it to the end as I go. I like to do small strokes instead of like big, long strokes, but most people will find that long strokes are a little easier to make sure you don't mess up. It's just I've been doing this for a long time, so I've kind of like gotten used to my own way, which might not be the professional way, but it works for me. And then finally, I'll go into my inner corner and connect that to the rest of the wing. And then I'll just fix up any mistakes I see. Next, this is totally up to you if you want to do this part or not. It might be a little wintry instead of fall, but I just felt like this look needed a little extra something. So I'm taking my NYX Studio Liquid Liner in the color Extreme Gold, and I'm just going right over top of that wing I just made and making a gold line. More like a gold wing actually, because I'm following that curve still. Then I'm curling my lash because I'm going to pop on some false lashes in a second, but first I'm also using my Voluminous Carbon Black L'Oreal Paris mascara, just placing that on the upper and lower lashes. With my Lash Grip Lash Glue, I'm taking my Ardell Faux Minx lashes. I still don't know how I feel about these exactly. Like, of course, I get drugstore lashes, so I'm not expecting something amazing. But stuff like the Ardell Wispies, those are good lashes. This one seemed to be a little too, I don't know how to describe it exactly. I'll just say I don't like them that much. And once they have glue on them, I like blow on them, make sure it dries a little bit so I'm not placing like wet glue right on my eyes. And then I place them where I want them to be with my tweezers. If you are a little scared to do that, there's other like options for placing false lashes on your upper lash line, but I do not have that. So I use tweezers, very sharp point tweezers, so yeah, dangerous. I also curl my lashes once again to make sure they're in like the right spot, and then I go in with that Marc Jacobs eyeliner pencil on that upper waterline. I'm not going on that lower waterline. I'm going to do something else for that today. With my MAC 242 flat synthetic brush, I'm taking the color Beam once again from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm using that as my brow highlight today. This color is awesome for inner core and brow highlights. Next, I'm taking that deep red I used before, the color Jax from the palette. I'm using just a Sephora very precise flat brush to place that color in the outer corner of my lower lash line. And then I'll take that more brickish, lighter red ROXANNE, and I'll start to blend that deeper red to almost to like the inner corner of my eye, but stopping just before it's like right at the inner corner. I'm also kind of bringing it down as I blend it out, just creating more of a smoky look. Today, instead of using a black liner pencil, I'm going to be using my NYX Wonder pencil in the color Light to open my eyes a bit more on that lower waterline, excuse me. And then I'm taking that gold liquid liner I used before, and I'm placing that in the middle of my lower lash line, not my lower waterline. Do not put in your waterline lash line, just to add a little more intrigue to the look, I guess. And then finally I'm putting mascara on those lower lashes. For lips today, I'm using the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the color Cherry Skies first, and then I'm going in with NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the color Kitten Heels for the middle of my lips, because I wanted to do kind of like an ombre sort of lip. Finally, to finish it off, I'm spraying down my face with MAC Fix Plus to make it a little more hydrated looking, and that's the look. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, or subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys next week for another new video. Bye!